God day. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me move this around a little bit. This is an amazing day. This is an amazing day. Welcome to the morning shift with Corey Cofield, where we shift your perspective to what you want and not what you don't. What's up? God day, God day, God day. I'm proud to be here with y'all. I'm grateful to be here with y'all. I'm excited to be here with y'all. How many know when you moving at a high level, you got to watch who you with? When you're moving at a high level, you got to watch who you're around. When you're moving at a high level, you got to watch who you allow in your space. When you're shifting your life to be better, you got to be mindful who you got around you. Trust me, it's so important. It's so important. It's so important. You can't just have anybody in your space. It's a reason why when people get famous, they change their number. Because the truth is, you have to be mindful who you allow around you, because energy transfers. Energy transfers. One of my good friends from when I was a baby, he told me something the other day and about energy and why it's important who you're around. And he talked about the law of the law of sympathetic resilience, right? I know I messed that word all the way up. But anyway, basically he talked about how you could put a piano in one corner of the room and you could put another piano in the other corner of the room, right? And when you hit a certain note on one piano, the frequency in the room travel to the other piano and the same note be struck, even though you never touched the piano, right? I know y'all out there brilliant. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's called. But you can hit a note on one piano across the room, and the note on the other piano across the room will start to make noise. That's because energy travels, frequencies travel. So the people around you, it travels to you. If you got somebody around you that got low level thinking, if you got somebody around you that is mediocre in their actions, if you got somebody around you that vibrate low, all the energy is going to vibrate towards you. And before you know it, you will have low level thinking. You have low frequency operations. We don't do that. Welcome to the morning shift, where we shift your perspective to know that you're meant to be amazing, that you're meant to be great. We streaming on all platforms, y'all. TikTok, YouTube. If y'all haven't, go on over to YouTube and subscribe for me. I really would appreciate that. It's Corey_Cofield on YouTube and other social media networks as well. I'm on Facebook streaming right now. And today we talking about, what do you really believe? What do you really believe? What do you really believe to be true when it comes to your life? What do you really believe to be true when it comes to your life? That's a real question. The reason why I asked that, because let me show you something. Let me tell you something. Did you know that 95% of our behavior is driven by our subconscious mind and our beliefs? So 95% of how you act, how you behave right now, your everyday moves is all predicated to what your subconscious mind believes. Let me read this to you. This means your subconscious believes only influence about 5% of your life. Listen, let me read that again. That means, I messed that up. Let me do it again. Look, that means that your conscious beliefs are only influenced by 5% of your mind. Right? Listen, if 95% of your habits, 95% of your behavior right now is driven by your subconscious mind, right? That means that your conscious mind influences only 5% of your behavior. Y'all, listen, was that a mind-blowing thing like it was for me? This means your subconscious beliefs only influence about 5% of your life. The rest is shaped by deep and often unrecognized subconscious programming from childhood, society, and repeated experiences. This was a study. This was a study done by Lipton, PH, in 2005, The Biology of Beliefs, Unleashing the Power of the Consciousness. This is a book that this doctor did. And studies showed that only 5% of your behavior, only 5% of your behavior was responsible for your current belief system. So that means that means all your habits, everything you do, how you operate with people, how you operate in relationships, how you operate on a job, how you operate with your family members, all your beliefs is dictated by your subconscious mind. 95% of your beliefs are dictated by your subconscious beliefs. Now, this is why this is important. Your subconscious beliefs, if you haven't changed them, is based upon what you learned from other people. So you live in your life right now, not even based upon what you truly believe and who you truly are. Did you know that? You're not living, unless you've done the work. Unless you've done the work, which we're going to show you today what you need to do. We're going to show you today what you need to do so you won't leave this not done. Welcome to the morning shift with Corey Cofield, where we shift your perspective to what you want. So listen, everything you do right now, all your behaviors, all your interactions, all that is based off your subconscious mind. 95% of that is based off your subconscious beliefs. Now, if your subconscious beliefs were given to you by somebody else, your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers, your neighborhood, the crew, the homies, everybody who you were around from the ages of 0 to 7, everybody who raised you, anybody who talked to, anybody that you looked at cuss everybody out, anybody you looked at being negative, anybody you looked at being positive, anything that influenced your life from the ages of 0 to 7 is all your subconscious beliefs right now. And if you haven't changed them, if you haven't done the work to be different, then you're living your life based upon that. Based upon that. So I'm asking you this God day, what do you truly believe? What do you truly believe? Do you truly believe that you're meant to be great? Do you truly believe that your heart was meant to be in love? Do you truly believe that you're wealthy, you're rich, you're prosperous? Do you truly believe that you're healed? That's a question. You ask yourself that. What do you truly believe? That's what we're addressing today. Because guess what? Whatever your life is right now, whether it's good, bad, whatever, is a product of that. So whatever you truly believe right now, is your life would represent that. Your life will mirror that. So let me ask you, look at your life right now. Look, everything I'm saying right here is no judgment, because I haven't arrived, but I left. So I'm still working this thing out. We're learning together, right? So this is no judgment. But if we don't expose the truth, we'll stay stuck, man. And you're not supposed to be stuck. You were made to be rich. You were made to be healed. You were made to live your amazing best life. Every dream you ever had was meant to work. Every dream you ever had was meant to work. It was meant to work. If you thought of it, two things. It was meant for you to do it, and it was meant to work. I promise. Listen. Every dream you ever had was meant to work. Every dream you ever had was meant to work. Every dream you ever had was meant to work. Every dream you ever had was meant to work. Everything you ever thought about in your mind was meant to work. But what happens is the subconscious beliefs of other people, I just told you, most of us live in 95% of our behaviors is based upon what we learned when we were 0 to 7 years old. That's when our brain was on direct record, right? So from the ages of 0 to 7, our subconscious mind and how we learn is on direct record. What that means? That means, how do you learn your ABC? Somebody told you, and then you did it over and over. That's called direct record. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's learn to tie our shoe. Okay, so we sit down, turn it lip to the bunny ears, right? How you learn your timetables? Right? Through repetitive doing it. How you learn to tell time? Doing it. If you think about it, everything from 1 to 7, how they taught you was just repetitive. You kept doing it. They kept telling you. But the problem is that belief system sticks from the age to 0 to 7. Whatever you believe right then is your conscious life right now. So that is the time. You got 7 years to program a child. The Jesuits, it's an ancient saying. They say, give me a child until they're 7 and I'll show you the man. Give me a child until they're 7 and I'll show you the man. They knew it back then. These was ancient people. They knew back then that whatever a child believed from ages 0 to 7 will be their subconscious programming, and they will go on to live just that. So how many of y'all heard you was broke when you was little? How many of y'all saw struggle? How many of y'all saw lack? How many of y'all saw just problems? And me, I am one of them. Me, I did. I saw this stuff, right? And so whatever you see and whatever you direct record learn will be your life. Let me watch this study. This is crazy. Look, watch this. This was a study done by Hausman P. E.T.A.L. in 2007. The role of the mindset and belief system in academic performance. Frontiers in Psychology. That's where the article was published, in Frontiers of Psychology. Look what they said. A study published in the Frontiers of Psychology found that self-limiting beliefs significantly reduce motivation, goal setting, and achievements, even when individuals are capable. You hear that? Yo, that's crazy. Y'all share the live. Share the live if y'all feeling that. Share the live, please. Look at this. Studies show that self-limiting beliefs significantly reduce motivation, goal setting, and achievement, even when individuals are capable. Now, let me tell you what I went through. When I was young, I learned different. And before I know it, they had me in a slow class. Excuse me if I offended anybody with that word, but people who with learning disabilities. I'm talking about they had on helmets. Some of them was slobbing. And this is not funny. I'm telling you, they had me in that class. Because back in those days, they didn't separate you with all these things. Whatever they believed about you, they put you with that. Before you know, I'm in a class, because I learned different, they labeled me as slow or mentally retarded. Like, what? Look at, that's crazy. And it was all because I had self-limiting beliefs. I didn't think I was attractive, man. I doubted myself. I was too dark. I was too this. I was too that. I didn't believe in myself. I was self-conscious because I wasn't the greatest speller. I wasn't the greatest, fastest reader. I was the slowest one when it came to speed, running. When it came to flipping, all my brothers, they knew how to do backflips, and they was good dancers, and I always learned everything slower than everybody else. I think I was the last one to learn how to tell time, which was a whole traumatic experience in my life. Just learning how to tell time. I remember my mom would get so upset at me because I didn't get it. And then when she got upset, she would hit me. Now listen, my mom is the greatest mom I ever had. We had the first, look, we grew up in a middle class neighborhood. My mom got it, but she only did what she knew. And that was when she got frustrated, she hit. Just like everybody else, you get a whooping, right? So she would say, what time is it? And I would look. She hit me, go back in there and learn. Pop, hit me on my arm. Slap me upside my head. Now, and she didn't know back then, but that's what I got. And so that made me more self-conscious. When it came to tying my shoe, I was the last person to learn that. Any dance, I was the last person to learn that. So growing up, going through all this stuff, it created a deep subconscious belief in me that I was unworthy, that I was ugly, that I was dumb, that I was insignificant. I could get emotional right now thinking about that because it created a person that I wasn't. It created somebody who I wasn't, man. It made me doubt myself. And just like I just read to y'all, the study published in the Frontiers of Psychology said that self-limiting beliefs significantly reduce motivation, goal setting, and achievement, even when individuals are capable. People with limited beliefs perform worse on problem solving and long-term plan tasks, regardless of actual intelligence or skills. Do y'all hear that? Yo, invite somebody to the live, y'all. Thank you. Listen to this. People with limited beliefs perform worse on problem solving and long-term planning tasks, regardless of actual intelligence or skills. Look. That right there, everybody in here should be tripping. If you ever had a self-limiting belief, if you ever had a self-limiting belief in your life, I know probably y'all not because y'all are flying, you popping. But I know I have. I know I have many self-limiting beliefs. Even to this day, I'm battling every day to say you worthy, Corey. Get on live. What if they don't listen? What if they don't care? What if they don't care? They're not going to listen to you. They don't know you. Who are you? You're not no doctor. You're not no Dr. Corey. Who is Corey Cofield? You come from Detroit, Michigan, 7 Mile. Who gonna listen to you? What if only 2 people join? What if only one? What if nobody listens? What if nobody watches you, Corey? Bro. Oh, listen. Get it together, bro. when I tell you that every day is a struggle getting on here, because all these self-limiting beliefs that try to tell me not to do it because of whatever reason, but I still go. It's go time. It don't matter. So today we're talking about, what do you truly believe? What do you truly believe? We just shared a study. It says, according to the neurological science, 95% of our conscious activities, decisions, actions, emotions, and behavior are controlled by the subconscious mind. Listen to that again. According to neuroscience, 95% of our conscious activities, your decisions, your actions, your emotions, and your behaviors are all controlled by the subconscious mind. Now listen to this. That means your subconscious beliefs that means your conscious beliefs only influence about 5% of your life. That means your conscious beliefs only influence about 5% of your life. What is your conscious beliefs? That means the things you can see right now. That means the things that you can, oh, you perceive this. Oh, let me wear this outfit. Or, let me, it's whatever that you're doing right now. It's not out of learned behavior. Like, so if you tie your shoe, if you reach and tie your shoe right now, that's a product of your subconscious mind, because it's a belief that you learned. When you know how they say, once you learn how to ride a bike, you know it. So that's your subconscious, that's subconscious mind. See, the brain works like this. Once you learn something, the brain say, okay, I got it. And it shifts it to the subconscious mind as a permanent belief. So you don't even have to think about it, right? You know what else is like that? Breathing. How many think about taking a breath? You don't think about taking a breath, right? It just happens. That's because it's a subconscious programming. Your mind is subconsciously programmed to breathe. You don't have to think about it. Think about everybody think about breathing. Like, hold on, I gotta take a breath. Hold on, I gotta take a breath. You know what else? Blinking. When your eyes blink, that's a subconscious programming. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about your ABCs, right? If I say your ABCs right now, you go right back to the song when you was little. A, B, C, D, E, F. Look, yo, we all living, unless you've done the work, whatever your activities are right now is a product of your subconscious mind. And so we just learned that in the frontier of psychology, they said that self-limiting beliefs significantly reduce motivation, goal setting, and achievement, even in individuals that's capable. So if you're wondering right now, if you have any self-conscious beliefs, if you have any self-limiting beliefs at 53, I just turned 53, any self-limiting beliefs that I have right now is reducing my motivation, my goal setting, and my achievements, even though I'm capable of doing it. This is why it's important to ask yourself, what do you truly believe? What do you truly believe, man? We gotta tap into this stuff. We have to do the work to be different. See, listen, society tells you that you gotta work hard, you gotta grind, you gotta get a 9 to 5, you gotta listen, all that programming was just so that you can go work for their companies. While they live their best life. While they do what they supposed to be doing and living the best life they live, they got you manning their business, making you believe that this is all you was designed to do. Because they tell you got to go get an education. You got to go to college. You got to go to college so that you can get a degree to go work for a company. That's okay if that's what you want to do. But if you got bigger dreams, if you got bigger things you want to do, then it was meant for you to be amazing. Your imagination was meant to work. So you can look at your current life right now. You can say, and some people ask this question: how do I know what I subconsciously believe? That's a question I get asked a lot. How do I know what my subconscious mind believes? Which is a valid question, because I had that same question. How do you know what your subconscious mind truly believes? This is how you know. You look at your life right now. Look at whatever level, whatever state, whatever existence that you're living right now is a product of your subconscious beliefs. So are you living your best life, or are you limited right now? Are you lonely? Are you alone? Because if you are alone right now, if you don't have a mate right now, and you lonely right now, then your subconscious mind believes that you are not worthy to be loved. Your subconscious mind believes that you're lonely. Your subconscious mind believes that you won't have anybody. And so that is a product of what you're experiencing. Your core beliefs, somewhere back in your mind, believes that you're broke, believes that money is funny, that money is tight, believes that money don't grow on trees. Somewhere in your subconscious mind, you believe that you can't trust them people. Everybody going to play you, and everybody you run across plays you. And you always bumping into people that do it. Your subconscious, whatever your, the people who you can't, all people ain't good, bro. All men are dogs, and you keep bumping into dogs. All women, you can't trust them. They're sack chasers. They try to take your money, and you keep running into people that do it. Whatever your current life is a product of what you subconsciously believe. This ain't me. You can look it up. We just read studies right now. Let's go back to it in case you want to hear it again. Let's go back to it. According to neuroscience, 95% of your conscious activities, decisions, actions, and emotions and behaviors are controlled by your subconscious mind. This means your conscious beliefs only influence about 5% of your life. The rest is shaped by deep, often unrecognized subconscious programming from childhood, society, and repeated experiences. Here's another one. Limited beliefs directly impact goal achievement. A study published by the Frontiers of Psychology found that self-limiting beliefs significantly reduce motivation, goal setting, and achievements, even when an individual is capable. People with limited beliefs perform worse on problem solving and long-term planning tasks, regardless of actual intelligence or skills. That's crazy. So whatever your subconscious mind believes right now is a product of your life. But guess what? That's not bad, because you can change what you subconsciously believe. And just how your life is displaying what you believe now, it can display what you believe, what your new belief system. So that's why it's important to really look at your life. It's important to really look at our lives and say, okay, what's happening? We don't have to live like that. We don't have to live like that. If you living your best life right now, you have no issues, then guess what? I'm great. I'm glad for you. But statistics show that over 87% of people wake up every day in jobs they hate. In jobs they hate. and relationships they don't want to be in. That's a study. Over 87% of people wake up in jobs they hate and relationships they don't want to be in. I'm talking about worldwide. So that shows that people are genuinely unhappy. People are genuinely suffering. People are genuinely perpetrating. And this is a side note. This is a side note to everybody listening. Stop perpetrating. Stop perpetrating. Stop faking. Stop acting like you got it all together. We need to stop acting like we got it all together. You go to people's social media, every picture popping. Everything is they drinking, toasting. Behind the scenes, they hurting. So they get on all these social media platforms and show the best parts of their life. But the other parts are hurting. So let me tell you this. If the counterfeit is satisfying, the real will never show up. If the counterfeit is satisfying you, then the authentic will never show up. So if you keep faking like you got it and you portraying that you got it, then that's the state that you will continue to live in. But if you break down and say, wait, I'm working towards something. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Then the universe says, oh, okay, let me send it. Let me send it. Because it's a need. But if you faking like you got it already, the universe don't think you need it. And you never get it. That's how it works. So quit popping collars like, oh, listen, man, I'm 53 and I'm starting all over again. This little space y'all see is a single. It's a single. I'm so grateful for it because, listen, I'm started all over. I was married over 24 years, right? And so once we separated, it was like I had to start all over again. And I made a lot of bad decisions. I had, with my money, I did, God blessed me with a whole bunch of money and I make bad decisions. I invested in something I shouldn't about a year and a half ago and lost $120,000. Never should have made that investment because God had already told me how to move. And I went outside of that, messing with people that I shouldn't even mess with. I knew I shouldn't have did it. And guess what? I lost. So I had to start over. I had 3 or 4 cars. Tesla Plaid with the doors raising up, 120-some thousand car. New Audi A6. I'm out here. A Hyundai, 2022, the time, brand new Hyundai. You know what I'm saying? BMW. Right? And even then, I was still just, I was doing all that, and I still wasn't living my true life. So God had to humble me. He had to humble me. Before you know it, one of the Hondas I had a little Honda SRV. I ended up losing my place because I made that investment. And then couldn't pay my rent. So I ended up losing my place. And guess what? I was in my car. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose, y'all. Sorry, TikTok, I couldn't mute y'all. But I end up in my car. And this lasted almost a year until I met the person that saw something in me and said, you know what? They let me in because my credit dropped, all that. They gave me this space. And they said, listen, they gave me a price that I can afford. And all I told God is I want to lock in. For the next 90 days, I want to lock in, God. So I started telling God, listen, if you give me a place, I'll settle down. And within that time that I've been in this place, I published 3 new books, which will be out in the next month. I did 2 new albums. affirmation albums, which are out right now. Look up Corey Cofield on Spotify or any of your streaming platforms. And I put out a children's book called Dream Copious Dream, teaching kids how to manifest. Excuse me, y'all. Teaching kids how to manifest their best life. I'm gonna show y'all. This it right here. I'm gonna show TikTok first because I got to get close. Look at this. It's my new children's book. The new children's book, based upon my son Copious. Right? I'm telling you, I'm putting the work out. And so many other things I've done in that time because I was able to rest. I was able to rest. And I was able to get to what I was called to do. I was able to relax. And see, some of us, we moving too fast. We always out at a party. We always got something. We blowing it down. We drink. And listen. Even the Bible says, and you could do all things, but do it in moderation. So if you feel like you want to smoke a joint, bro, if that's what you want to do, okay, but it got to be in moderation. After you finish doing everything you need to do, you successful, you go roll you up something, you sit back and you like, okay, and it's not taking over your life. You can have a drink if you're celebrating something or you get done with your day after being, and it's not taking over your life. But see, the problem is we take things that was meant to be in moderation and just for fun, and we let it dominate our life. Soon as we get up, we burn it. We can't go the whole day. We smoking all day long. Ain't not 1 minute, but when it ain't in there. You wake up drinking, pouring alcohol in your coffee. That's a problem. That's a problem. You are addicted. Rolling up blunts. So now you're addicted to weed and nicotine. And then you say you don't even smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. Yes, you do. You might not think you do, but the same nicotine in that blunt wrap. So you killing your chest twice. If you're going to smoke natural stuff. Raw, like naturally. You know? Man, I got restricted, man. I got restricted because I said the SMOK word. That's crazy on Instagram. I got to watch what I say. But anyway, if you do that, okay. If that's what you do, okay. But don't let it control your life. Don't let it control who you are. Don't let it control everything about you. See, this is what I'm saying. Man, what happens if I get more than, how many I got 2. What do that mean? Oh, Lord. I got 2 restrictions. I'm on TikTok, y'all. I got 2 restrictions. What do that mean? What do that? Somebody comment on TikTok. Tell me, what does that mean? What do I got to do? Anyway, your self-conscious beliefs will control your life. That's what we're talking about. We asking, what do you truly believe? Do you truly believe that you was meant to be well? Do you truly believe that you was meant to be in love? Huh? Okay. Somebody said, that means don't talk about that subject no more. Thanks, Michelle. I love you. That's my niece. She my moderator. Listen. So yeah, I'm going to use code words. If you torture down and it's taking over your life, if you sipping and it's taking over your life, then you have to do it before you do anything. And I used to be like that. I'm gonna be transparent. With my kids growing up, a lot of the times that I could have had them with me, I didn't. And I missed a lot of times because I just wanted to torch. right? And I call myself being respectful because I didn't want them to be around that stuff, because I never wanted them to see me do that. I thought I was being a good dad. In one way I was, but on the second hand, I was losing all this valuable time. So my kids would say, Dad, can we go to you? Can we go with you to the park? No. Because I knew I want to blow all the way there. I knew I wanted to torture down the whole way. So I didn't want the kids in the car. Some people do that. I've been around my homies and they right in front of their kids in the car. They got the windows cracked in. And I'm like, how could you do that? Right? Like, I don't think my mom ever just blew in front of me like that. We knew because they would be in the room. We would smell it, but she would blow the ciggies, the Newports, in front. But so I just didn't want to do that. And I promise you, that was the major thing that made me lose all the time with my kids when they were young. Just wanting to blow it down. And I'm being honest as I possibly can right now. And it hurt me to even think about that. It hurt me to even think about that. That's a real thing. That I missed all this time with my kids that they could have been with me simply because I was burning it down. So God gave me another opportunity. I got another little son, Copious. Y'all saw him the other day. And now I won't dare do that. I learned. Dad, can you? Yes, come on. I think about my kids now. I think about my sons now and the time that I missed with them. Being selfish. I just want to hug them all. I got a good relationship, but I'm still saying the time I missed with them when they was little, it was unnecessary. And I know that they needed me. And even though I was there, in the same house, but I'm saying the intimate times I missed because I was being selfish and I wanted to smoke. Ooh. I can't say that. Are you missing time with important moments because of habits? Are you missing time in important moments because of habits? Listen, I'm willing to allow my past and my embarrassment and everything I am. I'm willing to put it all on the table if it's going to help you be better. All the times I messed up, I'm willing to let you see. I'm willing to let you see that all my mistakes, there were so many of them, all my mistakes, I'll put it on the table and be transparent so that you don't have to make them. I'm 53. I know it's a whole bunch of people older than me. And it's a whole bunch of people younger than me that don't have to make that mistake. That don't have to make those mistakes. Don't miss the time, valuable time, being selfish. Because they need you. Your kids need you. And don't get me wrong, though. I was in my kids' life. I'm still there. I was there heavy. I'm a real dad. But I'm thinking about those intimate times. The times we could have been in the car like me and my son Copious do now. The times these. Yeah. I don't live in regret. But it truly hurts me when I think about the times I could have been hearing my son Elisha's voice when he was a kid. in the car with me and my son, Corey and Asha and Bryce. I miss those times in the car with, like, taking them to practice or something where their mom did that. Because I was out working or doing whatever. Now, a lot of times I moved to California, right? So the rent and stuff got real crazy. So, sometimes I had like 3 jobs. So that played a big part in it too. Why I felt like I deserved this time to myself, because I'm working and doing all this. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I still don't have right to be selfish and steal that time for my kids. But I'm so grateful God gave me another opportunity. And to my kids that may be listening, I've said it before, I apologize. I really do. I apologize. Daddy, apologize for the times that I didn't let you go to the park with me. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I apologize when the time they would ask me to go to the park and I didn't let them. Or they asked me, could they ride with me? Kids always want to be with their dad. But a lot of that times I was being selfish, wanting to do what I wanted to do. And I'm grateful for y'all. I love y'all so much for having grace on me, for not holding that against me. Elisha, Corey, Bryce, Asha, Kai, I love y'all. My oldest daughter, I had her a bit more. I don't know why though. I used to be doing all kind of street stuff for her with me. That's a whole. I guess that's why my daughter's so cut now. My oldest daughter was she get to the money, but she ain't no joke. I love her too. But this is more of the ones that grew up in California out here. But anyway, I kind of went all off. But hopefully, somebody could learn from that stuff. But we talking about your subconscious mind. So let's get into this. I'm going to give y'all 3 ways. Man, my eyes feel puffy, hurt, my glasses. Okay. I done got a piece of hair sticking up. It's itching my nose. My God. Listen to this. I'm going to give y'all 3 ways to discover what you subconsciously believe. 3 effective ways to discover what your subconscious mind believes, even if it contradicts what you consciously say or think. Man, this is a piece of hair. Hold on. I can't deal with it. I'm going to give you 3 ways. I had to get the brush. Bro. I can't do it. Got me on here crying like a buster. Anyway, I'm going to give y'all 3 ways. 3 ways to effectively discover what your subconscious mind believes, even if it contradicts what you consciously say or think. Here's one. Here's number 1. Observe your reactions, not just your words. Observe your reactions, not just your words. Let me break that down a little more. Your immediate emotional reactions, fear, jealousy, anxiety, guilt, often reveal subconscious beliefs. For example, if you say, I believe I deserve success, but feel anxious and unworthy when given an opportunity, your subconscious may believe the opposite. Ask yourself, what do I feel when things go right or wrong? Not just what I think. Ask yourself, what do I feel when things go right or wrong? Not just about what you think about. Observe your reactions, because your reactions to things will dictate how you feel about it truly. Right? Yo, this is good. This is good. This is good. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because listen, when I tell God, I say, I want to know the truth about me. I want to know the truth. I want to know, and I want to be raw with myself, because I want to win. And anything that's going to hold me up, show me. See, I'm a Toastmaster, right? And if y'all don't know about Toastmasters, learn. Go look it up. Toastmasters is an international speaking platform. I'm a DTM. That's a distinguished Toastmaster. That's the highest you can go in it, right? So in Toastmasters, they have something called the evaluation. Now, I've been a Toastmaster for 8 years. When I first started out, it's because I wanted to speak. So Toastmasters teaches you how to speak in public. It teaches you how to give speeches and all this, but also it has a leadership side. So it teaches you leadership stuff, how to run Fortune 500 companies, how to conduct big meetings with big boards of directors. You know, in some companies got like 500 boards of directors, right? On the board, 500 people on the board, these Fortune 500 companies. So Toastmasters gives you skills to be able to run those kind of situations, run big meetings and all this. And I'm telling you, I've learned so much working through Toastmasters. Y'all can DM me if you want to know more about that. But in Toastmasters, they have something called the evaluation, right? So you get up there and you speak, and then people evaluate you, everybody there, right? And so they give you, first they give you positive feedback, right? Then they give you what they thought you said, and then they tell you ways that you could be better. So I remember when I first started getting evaluated, I used to be cringing. I'm up there like, I hated to hear it, because we all want to be perfect. We all want to be good at what we do, right? Everybody wants to be the best. That's just who we are. We are bred as human beings to want to be good. We want to be the best in everything we do, right? So that's just our natural response. And so I wanted to be the best. And so to hear people evaluate me, it was hard. But then I had a mind shift where I started thinking about it like, wait, I can use this as a cheat code, right? I can use that as a cheat code. If somebody can tell me what's wrong or what they think is wrong, all I got to do is read it and then change it. And so I started thinking like, man, and I thought about my dad. Blessings, rest in peace, Dad. He always told me, he said, get all you can and can all you get. Get all you can and can all you get. So get all you can. Every piece of advice you can get that you can use right now, get it. And if you can't use it, put it in a can and put it on the shelf. And later on, it may apply to you, or it may apply to somebody else. So I started thinking like, man, I could use this to my advantage. So then I started asking everybody. I started going to all these different clubs and speaking. And I would say, please give me an evaluation. Please give me an evaluation. I will go follow up with people. Can you get a little deeper on this? What do you think? What do you think? Now, you're not supposed to allow what people think to dictate you whole way, but you can look. And somebody gave me something and said, Corey, one of the things you do when you speak, you don't say TH. You don't use the TH. You put an F. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They say, do you take showers or baths? I said, well, do you take showers or baths? I said, I take showers. I don't take baths. She says, now pronounce bath. I say bath. I'm like, what? She says bath. It's TH. Bath. Bath. Path. And I looked at it. I'm like, she right. I do say path, bath, staff. You know what I'm saying? Laugh. That is how you say that. But the other ones is TH, bath, path. And no, that was one of the things that they end up giving me. Hey, Chad, thank you. If I don't respond, y'all, it's because I'm just speaking, but I see y'all, my moderator on it, my niece, Michelle. I love you, Michelle. Thank you. Chad, I'm proud of you, bro. Thank you for just sharing your thoughts. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Everybody that's jumping on, thank you, thank you. Jake, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. And y'all, share the live for me. Share the live with somebody. You can also, if you feel like you want to sow and help us push the word out. We do this every day. That's the Cash App, right? There's on CTE Cash. You know what I'm saying? You can go to CoreyCofield.com. You can get our merch. We got a lot of custom merch. Do Not Disturb. We got Make America Great Again hats. Make America Dream Again. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hats. I was looking for some of the merch, but I'll show y'all later. But yeah, so Toastmasters helped me to start changing what I felt. So this lady, she told me that. So I told y'all that's, and next thing you know, I'm like, wow, I learned something that I was doing. So what I'm saying is, don't have a problem. Invite the evaluation. Ask people around you, how do you view me? How do I show up for you? Ask people around you that's close to you. Ask them, how do they see you? Get an opinion. Do I do what I say I'm gonna do to you? Is my word bond to you? Do I react crazy in different situations? Do I, ask people around you. They'll tell you. Thanks for the gift. Thanks for the gift. Thanks for the gift. Appreciate you. Let's get some stars, y'all. Come on, TikTok. So listen, don't be ashamed to be evaluated. Don't be ashamed for somebody to tell you what they think, because it could be true and then it could not be. Even if it's not true, okay, so what? You know it ain't true. You don't got to hate them because they gave you your opinion. I welcome people to tell me what's wrong. You know what's wrong with you? No, okay, tell me. And I sit back and listen to it all. Okay. Because this is what I realize. It's their opinion. It's their opinion. People can think whatever they want. Their opinion can be whatever they want. It don't necessarily make it true. But I can listen. Just because you say it to me don't mean it's true. And so I stop. Yeah, say whatever you want to say. What is it? Right? Anyway, look, God is amazing. And God gives us ways to learn. He gives us ways to be able to see what's in us. He shows us mirrors. God will put a mirror in front of you in a situation. That situation only came so you can see how you react. That's how we learn. People say, God, I want more patience, Lord. I'm praying for more patience. You know what He's going to do? He's going to give you a situation to be patient in. Right? Some people say, Lord, I want more faith. I want more faith, God. God going to put you in a situation to have faith in. So you better quit praying for faith. Because next thing, that's how you develop. Listen, you train, right? Fighters, they train. They're in the gym training. But when the real combat happens is when they truly learn it. You're really putting in what you learning, the things you practiced. Is it working? Can I slip? Or is he punching me dead in the face? Right? So when you get into a situation, the situation ain't to unalive you. The situation ain't to make you unalive, but the situation is to let you see your reactions in it. It's to see everything that's in you. It comes out. And so God will put you in a situation to see if you're going to cuss every Negro out in that mother. Are you, huh? So then God said, okay, we know you need to work on this. So all I'm saying is Take this situation that we're talking about right now and really take it to evaluate yourself. Listen, I just told y'all stuff about me, personal stuff that I didn't even think I would be talking about, that brought up emotions that I didn't even mean to be doing. Because I know somebody gonna have me on a doggone gift somewhere or meme. I'm probably get something in my DM because these people don't play, right? So doggone hair on my beard sticking up, got me itching. So I've been transparent because that's the only way we win. Somebody got to tell the truth. Somebody got to tell the world the cheat code. So I'm telling you now, whatever your life is a product of your subconscious mind. Let's get back to this. We're talking about 3 ways that you could see what you subconsciously believe. The first one was observe your reactions, not just your words. Your immediate emotional reactions, fear, jealousy, anxiety, guilt, often reveal subconscious beliefs. For example, if you say, I believe I deserve success, but feel anxious and unworthy when given an opportunity, your subconscious mind may believe a different. Ask yourself, what do I feel when things go right or wrong? Not just what I think. Secondly, examine repeated patterns in your life. Examine repeated patterns in your life. The results and circumstances you consistently experience, especially negative ones, often stem from subconscious beliefs. If you're always broke despite working hard, you may subconsciously believe money is bad, or success is unsafe, or money don't grow on trees, or you have to work hard to survive. That's the second way. Examine your repeated patterns. If you keep finding yourself in financial problems, if you keep finding yourself in, where you needing money and you don't have enough, then your subconscious mind believes a belief. Your subconscious mind believes that money is tight. It believes that it's going to be hard for you to make money. Subconsciously, you're fearing, are you going to be able to make it? Because if you're fearing, listen, let me tell you this. Whatever you fear, follow you around like a puppy. Whatever you fear, follow you around like a puppy. Whatever you fear, follow you around like a puppy. Whatever you fear will follow you around. Whatever you fear will subconsciously keep showing up in your life. Because why? You're attracting it to yourself. So if you have a fear of not having enough, if you sit back and say, man, I'm going to be able to make it, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to have all the money for rent. I don't think I'm gonna be able to have all the money. That's a subconscious belief. And now that's going to show up in your life. So listen, even if you don't have the money, you know how you're supposed to think? This is another word Toastmasters taught me. I used to always be like, you know what you're supposed to think? I cut out the whole suppose. You know what you're supposed to think? So listen, do you know what you're supposed to think? Even if you don't have it, how can I get it? Right? So you can never keep in your mind the thought of not having, because your subconscious mind don't know, and it's going to bring whatever you think. Whatever you think, your subconscious mind is going to bring it to your life. So if you're sitting up thinking, I'm not going to be able to pay this, the subconscious mind thinks, oh, they don't want to pay it. So now we're not going to track nothing to them to allow them to pay it. But if you think in your mind, how can I make $1,000 to pay this rent? I'm going to pay this rent by the 10th. So I need $1,000. How can I create it? How can I get $1,000? What can I do to get this 1,000? And you thinking creatively. Now your subconscious mind like, oh, he want 1,000. Let me generate it. And it goes out and creates a way. And next thing you know, it comes to you. Another way to think even better than that is see it as already done. That's why even in the Bible, it says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, right? So as you think, you become, right? So now You another way now that I've grown past thinking, how can I do it? Right? That's kind of like the start of it. But then you move to a think you that it's done, right? So I see things as finished already. I see my bills as already paid. So I don't even think about it. I see money is already flowing to me. So now I just think of creative ways to go get it. Because I already subconsciously changed my program. And thank you for the coin. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the rose. Hey. Look, then I go out and get my subconscious mind to create that. Right? So listen, we looking at ways to be able to see what your subconscious mind believes. And the second way is examine repeated patterns in your life. Ask yourself this: what pattern keeps repeating in my finances, relationships, or health? What belief could be driving that? So ask yourself, what patterns is mostly taking place in my money, my relationships, and my health? Do you find yourself always sick? I heard somebody say the other day, around this time every year, man, I always get sick. Bro, you literally just curse yourself. Around this time, my allergies always, about this time of the year, it get tight. You know how many times in the shooting in the movie industry, I hear people say around December, everything shut down. I don't know, it don't. For who? It don't shut down for me. My God is eternal. My God is everlasting. He all open like 7-Eleven constantly, bruh. It is no downtime. We up all day, every day. We up all day, every day. It ain't no downtime. How? Does God shut down? Does the winds ever stop blowing? Does the moon stop setting? Does the sun stop rising? Does grass stop growing? Do fish stop swimming? Everything else God did is always doing. So guess what? Everything you do will always do it. Be careful. Don't get caught up in the world's belief. Don't get caught up in Lord vibrating people belief system, telling you at a certain time things going to shut down. You can expect to live 80 years. You can expect to live 80 years. Who? Bro, I'm Abraham out here. I'm living in 900 and I'm going to be fine. And I'm going to be fine at 900, bro. What you believe in? What you believe in? I'm not buying into nothing that they saying. I'm creating my blueprint with my mind based on what God gave me to do. We changing everything. We shifting your perspective. Welcome to the morning shift, where we shift your perspective to what you want. Your perspective to what you want. We ain't doing that, man. Y'all subscribe to me on YouTube, please. Corey_Cofield. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for all the likes and stuff, man. We doing real big on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I love you, niece. Exactly. Chad, good looking. Thank you. Listen, let me tell y'all something. What do you subconsciously believe in? Do you subconsciously believe money tight? Huh? Love is hard to find? See, listen, it was intentional to put these thoughts out here. It was intentional for them to put their perspectives out here. In my book, look, I got a book, y'all. Go over to Amazon, and you can go to the website. It's called Follow Your Yellow Brick Road. Your passion leads to your provision. And I talked about how do you shift your perspectives? How do you change the perspectives? See, your perspective, our perspective was given to us intentionally. It was intentionally given to us to think small. Huh? It was intentionally given to you to go to school. Right after school, go to college so that you can get a good job working for a good company. And that good company was owned by some rich man that's living his dream. And now he wants you to go work for his company to continue his family legacy. But all the time you had your own company in your mind that you thought you wanted to do. But you were fearful because your mom told you, what? You want to be a singer? Singers don't make no money. Oh, you want to be this? What? You want to be a soccer player? What? Oh, you want to be what? And then you allow people to dumb down your dream. You allow people to steal your dream. And next thing you know, you're doing something you don't want to do. And you're part of the statistic that I talked about earlier. 87% of people across the world wake up in jobs and relationships they don't hate. Over 87% of people. Why? How do you think them people got there? Over 87% of people worldwide are living lives they don't want. How did they get there? You think that was by mistake? Think about this. Back in the day, way back in the day, I'm talking about ancient times. Every person survived off of the gift that they had inside of them. Think about that. Every person. If you was a locksmith, you deal with maybe locks wasn't back then. I'm talking about back in the Bible days, right? Just say you were a carpenter. If you were a carpenter, that was a gift you had on the inside of you, and then you used carpentry to provide for you and your children's children. It was the family's business, right? If you was the baker, that was your gift, and you ate off of your gift, right? Even the king's jester, the king's chat, if that's what you did, the guy who made the king laugh, that was their gift. And normally everybody had their gift. And so your gift was meant to make room for you. Even the Bible, we got people always say, I believe the Bible, but you don't believe that. It says that your gift will make room for you and put you before great men. Let me get some tissue. Your gift was meant. Your gift was meant for you to eat. Your gift was meant for you to survive off of. Your gift was meant to leave a family legacy. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. Just because y'all had me on here crying. I was good. Your gift was meant to make room for you. Every time I blow my nose, it make the hairs come up and they be tickling my nose. Oh my God. I gotta brush them down. Your gift was made to make you eat. Your gift, some of y'all, like I said the other day, some of y'all got gifts that y'all not even using. Y'all letting y'all family steal your gift. You cook. Every time we have an event, we gonna ask Michelle to make her greens. Michelle, bring your greens. And everybody calling you to make greens. All your friends calling you. That's your gift. Charge them. Put a price on it. And if they can't support your gift, vamos. If they can't support your gift, they gotta go. Some of y'all can sew, know how to make clothes. Some of y'all know how to, some of y'all know how to interior decorate. People call you every time they move. Some of y'all move. Every time somebody move, they calling you to help them move. Start a moving business. Some of y'all, the whole family call y'all every time they car break. That's your business. Your gift was meant for you to eat off of, not give away free. I had a gift of, I had a deal back in the day with All Our Records. All Our had a label deal with Universal, and my gift back then was rapping. That's all I wanted to do. Everybody known me for rapping. Everybody known me for having flows. I let y'all hear some of my old stuff a couple days ago, but my gift was that, using my words. But guess what? I'm doing the same thing right now. This is my gift. My gift is being able to relay a message. Now I had to sharpen that gift. Like I said, I'm a Toastmaster for 8 years. So I went places, I went to school, I went to speech, I took stuff to be able to develop my gift. So some of us not making money because you haven't took time to develop your gift. Right? But that's how you was meant to eat. So if you're struggling with money, if you're struggling with things, if you keep repeating the same things, then you know your subconscious programming may believe that. So we got into all that because we was talking about 3 ways to know what you subconsciously believe. And one of the second way was examine, repeat it. Let me do the first one, was observe your reactions, not just your words. The second one is examine repeated patterns in your life. The results and circumstances you consistently experience, especially negative ones, often stem from subconscious beliefs. If you always broke despite working hard, you may subconsciously believe that money is bad, or success is unsafe or unattainable, or that you don't deserve it, or that it's hard to have, right? So we got subconscious beliefs when it comes to money. Because I grew up in a house, my dad, like even though my mom was middle class, I'm talking about the thought process was a poverty thought process. So I grew up around poverty thinking. And that's not a shot at my mom or my family. It's just that it came from somebody else. It came from the generation before her, right? Since when did you put plastic on your couch, right? Now, people put plastic on their couch back in the day because they say, oh, I'm preserving it. But the plastic wasn't meant to stay on your couch. It was meant to protect it till it got to you. Then you take it off and you enjoy it. You tell me how comfortable, y'all know, how comfortable was them couches with plastic on it? You remember falling asleep on that couch? You wake up face stuck to the couch? See, that was a subconscious belief of lack. We're never going to get another couch. This couch, we got to keep it. We got to keep it because we got to keep it up in shape. Why? You think you would be doing that if you had $1 million in the bank? You think your grandma would have kept the plastic on the couch? Do you think your grandma would tell you, you better not touch that heat or you'll lose your finger? You better not dare think of putting on you better not dare putting on no air. People will drive around in cars with air conditioning in them, burning up because they want to save money on gas. They thought that was a perspective, and that ain't even true. This show called the Mythbusters back in the day, they did an experiment showing that they put a car, filled both cars up, exact same cars, and they drove next to each other on a track. And they saw which one ran out of gas first, and they both ran out at the same time. One had on the air, and the other one had the windows down. So people running around burning up because they thinking they got an untrue belief that if you turn the air on, you're going to burn your gas up more. So they running around. That's a poverty mentality. So what? Buy more gas. You think I'm going to be uncomfortable? Because what? Air is meant for comfort. So see, when you got a poverty mentality, which I had as well, I'm still fighting it. If you cringe every time you spend money, if you spend money with reluctant, like you're not going to get no more, that's a subconscious belief. But if you believe money grow on trees, because it really do, money's made out of paper, paper's made out of wood, and wood is all over trees. So money do grow on trees. If you have a subconscious belief that every time I spend a dime, God will give it back to me. Everything I spend is multiplied twice. If I have the money, it's for this reason that it came up. Some people have some money saved, their car mess up, I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's why you got that money. Put that money towards that, and when you need something else, it'll be there. You have to develop a conscious and a subconscious belief that money comes to you repeatedly. You got to get a subconscious belief that everything I need will be provided. It's no shortage, it's no lack. Money is flowing to me everlasting. Everything I touch turns to gold and prospers. Everything I touch multiplies. If you got a subconscious mind of that, every time you spend something will come to you. I promise you it will. Let's look at our third way. We're talking about how to know what you believe subconsciously. Again, number one was observe your reactions, not your words. What are your immediate emotional reactions to fear, jealousy, anxiety, guilt? All those things often reveal subconscious beliefs. Number two, examine repeated patterns in your life. The results and circumstances that consistently experience. The results and circumstances you consistently experience, especially negative ones, often stem from subconscious beliefs, right? Ask yourself, what patterns keep repeating in my finances, my relationships, and my health? What could be driving that? What beliefs that I can be driving that? Get a piece of paper, write that out. What do I believe? The third, practice journaling and free writing prompts. Writing without censoring yourself can reveal what lies beneath the surface. Use prompts like, I always end up, deep down I believe, the reason I can't have what I want is because. Let yourself write fast and raw. The truth often shows up between the lines, right? So like I said, write some prompts out. Write this out. I always end up, and then finish that sentence. Right? Deep down inside, I believe, and then write what comes to you. Just write it. Boom, 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 boom. Don't even think about it. Just write the first word come to you. The reason I can't have what I want is because, and write the first words that come to you. Right? See, for me, I've been doing the work now for almost 8 years, right? So when I say I always end up, my first reaction is winning. Deep down inside, I believe that I'm called for greatness and that I'm going to work, that I'm going to do amazing things in the world. The reason why I can't have what I want is because I can't have what I want. Anything in my mind, I'm going to get it. So those are my answers, right? But if your mind went straight to the other things, that's good. So now you know what you need to work on. So like I said, let yourself write fast and don't hold back. Be raw with yourself. Like I said, the truth is normally put between the lines. You can normally, once you start writing, you can see the issues. You may be surprised at the beliefs that come out. Many from childhood or past trauma. Right? So there's those 3 ways to really know what you subconsciously believe. Go over them quickly one more time. Observe your reactions, not just your words. Your immediate emotional reactions. Fear, jealousy, and anxiety, Fear, jealous, anxiety, and guilt often reveal subconscious beliefs. Number 2, examine repeated patterns. Ask yourself, what patterns keep repeating in my finances, relationships, or health? What belief could be driving that? Number 3, you write out prompts. Prompts like I always end up, deep down in I believe, the reason I can't have what I want is because, and just finish those sentences. I just gave you 3 ways to find out what you subconsciously believe. So now, Guess what we're going to do? I'm going to give you guys 3 ways to change what you subconsciously believe. I just saw Chad say, I don't want anything. I'm only thankful for what the Lord gives me. Chad, let me say this. I know that sounds honorable. I know that sounds like the good thing to say, but that's not what God wants for you. God wants to give you the desires of your heart. God wants you to want something. He wants you to want something. God wants you. I'm responding to one of the people on TikTok that said they don't want anything. They just want what God has gave them. I understand. I get that. But what I'm trying to tell you, God wants you to want something. Think about if you had a child. You want your child to get the best out of life. God wants you to have the best out of life. God wants you to experience the best. You don't have to take a seat back and just be humble and don't want nothing because God blessed you. No, God wants you to have amazing things, Chad. God wants you to travel the world if that's what you want to do. What are your desires? We're supposed to live our desires. We don't push our desires down in this state of humility. No, that's false. You're supposed to live amazingly. You're supposed to live amazingly. So ask yourself, what would I do if money wasn't an issue? What would I do? What do you like? Do you like food? God wants you to eat the best food. Do you like clothes? God wants you to dress the best. Do you like to travel? God wants you to go all over the world and enjoy and see the best sights in the world. See, people who love God, we supposed to experience the best. But once again, that's a perspective. That's a subconscious belief. Chad, DM me. DM me. We're going to talk later. Make sure you DM me. Michelle, get this information from me. DM him, please. So listen, I'm telling y'all, you are supposed to have the best. See, we talking about let me start. Welcome to the morning shift with Corey Cofield, where we shift your perspective. And I've been blowing my nose from crying, and this little piece of hair is tickling me, it's sticking up. Oh my God. What are your subconscious beliefs? I have to wet it. Put some water on it. What are your subconscious beliefs? That's what we're dealing with. So y'all heard me just give you 3 ways to know what your subconscious beliefs are. And now I'm about to give you 3 ways to change your subconscious belief. Here we go. Number 1, consistent positive affirmations with emotion. Okay? Speak specific in present tense affirmations daily that reflect the new belief you want to install. The key is to connect emotion to the words. Your subconscious mind responds more to feeling the logic. Instead of I will be successful, say I am worthy of success and I attract it daily. Say it while feeling confident, even if it feels unnatural at first. Right? Okay, so let me tell you this. So we talked about how the subconscious mind learns. So see, the subconscious mind only learns one way, and that's through direct record. Remember, we talked about from the ages of 1 to 7, your subconscious mind is being fed, and it learns through direct record, right? So what does that mean? It learns through repetitiveness, right? So your subconscious mind, the only way to reprogram your subconscious mind is to keep flooding it with a thought, to keep flooding it with a new perspective. And all of a sudden, after a while, it will start to believe that perspective, right? So the thing is, so that's why it's so important to say affirmations, right? I am blessed. I am favored. Money grows on trees. I am abundant in every way. Money flows to me, right? So you make these affirmations, and then when you say them, you put emotion with them, right? So what does that mean? That means like when you say, feel yourself being abundant already. What does it feel like? If you had $1 million right now, how would you feel, right? Evoke that emotion. I am wealthy. Money comes to me. Everything I spend comes back double, right? Those affirmations, right? You write a list of those and you do them every single day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. It's called consistent positive affirmations with emotions. That's your first way, right? And you write the affirmations as if it's happened already, right? So instead of saying I will be successful, you say I am worthy of success, and it attracts to me daily, right? So it's like it's already done. So instead of saying I will be wealthy, so anything you think that you're waiting on, if your subconscious mind don't believe it's here, then it will never happen. So you got to convince your subconscious mind that what you're saying is true now. Look it up. That's how it learns. So once you say I am rich, wealth do chase me down every day. I am abundant and success attracts to me daily. Once you say it like that and you keep saying it, your subconscious mind will believe it. And once whatever in your subconscious mind, remember what we said, 95% of your life is lived from your subconscious mind. So if your subconscious mind believes it, guess what? It's going to be your life. It's absolutely going to be your life. So we got to convince our subconscious mind of what we're saying. All right? Let's do this. What's the second way to change your subconscious mind? Visualization and mental rehearsal. Visualization and mental rehearsal. Spend about 5 or 10 minutes a day vividly imagining yourself already living the life that your new beliefs support. Use your 5 senses. Feel the joy, freedom, and pride as if it's happening now. The subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between real or imaginary experiences. It rewires it. This rewires it, right? Visualization and mental rehearsal. So this is what I do every day when I get up. Remember we talked about last couple days ago about your blueprint. Nothing's ever been made without a blueprint. So I asked y'all to get a piece of paper and to write down what you want your life to be. Write down what you think. How do you see yourself? How do you see your life? Write it down. How do you see yourself living? You got to write a mental picture of what that looks like. Write a mental picture. What do your life look like? What's the end result? If you was operating at your highest level, what would that look like? Right? You do that. You visualize it. So when I get up in the morning, when I get up top of the day, I just sit there. I'm up every day by 4. And I just sit there and I visualize myself doing the stuff I'm thinking. I visualize myself speaking all over the world, flying and people clapping when I come out. When they say my name, I visualize people like I'm seeing this vividly. And now I'm evoking emotions. I'm being happy. There's a smile on my face as I'm thinking about it. So see yourself doing what you want to be doing. This is reprogramming the subconscious mind. It's getting a vision of it. So once you get that vision and your mind starts to see it, you go over it every day, 3 or 4 times a day. You just sit there and imagine that. Now remember, you visualizing in detail. Visualize yourself standing at the stove cooking in your brand new house with the new super stove. What does it look like? And use your other gifts. Smell the food. Smell the fresh food cooking. Visualize the fresh fruit all lined up. The watermelon, the colors are so vivid and bright. The fruit smells amazing. You eat you eat an orange and it just, the taste of it is so amazing, right? This is visualization practices. This is what we do. Remember, even the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. So you're thinking, you have to put that thought in your mind. You got to be able to see it in your mind. Even the Bible says, speak those things that are not as though they are. God's been telling us for years, speak those things as not as though they are. So even if you don't see it in your life, speak it as it's there. And guess what? You also see it as it's there. Make sure I keep this on my lips, because some of my family be watching and they quick to roast you. That boy on the live with white lips. You never get me. Listen, as you start to visualize, you see yourself doing it, right? And that's number 2. We wrapping up here, y'all, so let me get this over. Number 3, repetition through environments or behavior. Repetition through environment or behavior. Remember, I told you that the subconscious mind, but it learns through direct record over and over again, repetition. So whatever you keep repeating to it, it's going to eventually believe. Surround yourself with positive input and reinforcement that reinforce your new belief. So what I did for 7 months straight, I listened to nothing but affirmations on YouTube. Everything I listened to, even on the radio. If I listened to rap, it would be people talking about big money. Rick Ross, I'm spending millions. I listened to nothing but what I wanted to see. Anything poverty, I didn't want to have nothing to do with it. I didn't have conversations about it. Right? So number 3, we're talking about ways to reprogram your subconscious mind. Number 3, repetition through environments and behaviors. Surround yourself with positive input that reinforces your new belief. Listen to uplifting podcasts and lives, just like this one. Read empowering books. I got one, Follow Your Yellow Brick Road. Your passion leads to provision. You can go get that at my website or Amazon, right? Reading empowering books. Hang around people who reflect the mindset you want. Hang around the people that reflect the mindset you want. So low vibrational people, cut them off. Even changing how you act in small ways, your posture, your voice tone, your decisions. All this will reinforce your new subconscious patterns. So what I said, when I mean about change, even your posture, you start going to the gym, you start putting your chest out straight back, your decisions, all these things help to change who you are. So I just gave you 3 ways to change your subconscious mind. Let me go back over them one time. 1, consistent positive affirmations with emotion. 2, visualization and mental rehearsal. Draw a picture of your blueprint, then visualize it. Think about it in detail. Set aside time to do this. 5 to 10 minutes a day. Just sit and visualize the new plan. See yourself doing amazing things in detail. What city? What are you wearing? What kind of clothes you got on? What kind of car you jumping out of? Be detailed. And 3, repetition through environments or behavior. Listen to podcasts, good stuff. Read empowering books and hang around people that represent what you want. So I just gave y'all 3 ways to change your subconscious mind, and I gave you 3 ways on how to identify your subconscious mind. So I'm hoping this is resonating with you guys. We've been on here a long time. Did this tell me, y'all, if anybody watching, Give me a comment. Give me a comment. Did this resonate with anybody? Anybody resonate with this? Let the weak say I'm strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. We got 13,400 likes on TikTok. Thank you. Thank you for saying yes. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking the stream. Thank you so much. So listen, be intentional today. Happy Saturday. But remember this, the weekend, the weekend is not an excuse for mediocrity. Okay? The weekend is not an excuse for mediocrity. Just because it's the weekend don't mean you can act a FOOL. Just because it's the weekend don't mean you can go drink everything in sight. Just because it's the weekend don't mean you can just go burn down the house all day. It doesn't matter the day. We own all the time. We working on our dreams all the time. We being amazing all the time. Okay? So I appreciate y'all joining. We'll be here tomorrow, same time. If y'all can, share it, man. Share it for me, okay? And if y'all feel it in any way that you want to support the movement, Cash App is CTE Cash. That's Corey, the entrepreneur. CTE Cash. All right? We got a lot of big stuff coming out. And I'm just telling you what we're doing with the donations you guys send in. Thank you so much for people who've done it. Appreciate you. The people who done it, who gave to us. So let me tell you what it does. So we filming a lot of new content. Even next week, we filming a lot of new content to get up on our YouTube channel, because I feel like my God told me just to get people back to their dream. Get people back to dreaming. Get people back to believing that they were meant to be great. And God told me to point people to themselves. And anytime you get point to yourself, it's going to automatically point you to God, because God is in us. And so the minute you start asking yourself, what do I love? What are my dreams? God is going to bring them to pass. I promise you that. So my dream is to help you find yours. So we taking finances and we shoot new material. We get new products made. Let me show y'all. Hold on. We got custom merch. We got the Do Not Disturb custom merch. Do Not Disturb. I'm on Do Not Disturb. Sometimes you got, look at this quality. High quality stuff. Right? This is from our Mindfest. Mindfest is an organization that we started every Monday. We on Zoom, 6:30 p.m. You can DM for the link. California time. Where we use our mind to manifest what we want. Hoodies, all colors, right? This is what we're doing with the finances that you guys are, and we using this so that we can put the message out. See, being on Do Not Disturb, sometimes you got to shut your life down. Sometimes you got to shut your life down in order to focus. So we telling people, go on Do Not Disturb, man. Go on Do Not Disturb. Sometimes you got to get people out your face in order to be able to do great things. We also got the custom hats. Make America Dream Again. All this stuff is ready, man. Thank y'all, the people who supported us. Your order's on the way. Your order's on the way. Look at that. We got all kinds. The little golf hats. Right? We got the red. Make America dream again. This is our mission. Let me clean this camera off. The heck? This is our mission. Make America dream again. Pink. Look at this. This is what we doing, y'all. We putting out merch that represents the brand of what we doing. We got all kinds. Look at that. Red. We got a lot of other stuff that I haven't that's in the making. So I'm just showing you guys. And also we give, you know, we give. We got one of our brothers on Minder Fest from Nigeria. We just set aside some funds to send to him. You know, look, it's all about just helping people. That's what we're doing, right? That's what we're doing. So listen, don't forget about Minder Fest. We on Zoom, and I'm telling you, if you want to operate at a high level, you got to put yourself around people that's doing it. And that's what this Zoom is about. We got doctors, producers, insurance agents, all kind of people that meet up every Monday on Zoom. It's called the Minder Fest Meetup, 6:30 p.m. PST. If you want the link, put it DM for the link. Just DM me or even Michelle on TikTok, my moderator. You can DM her and she'll get the link to you. I'll get the link to you. We don't just put it out though, because it's a private thing, and we want people that's serious. We want people that make a conscious decision, you know. My cousin, what's up, Kareem? Listen, if y'all in Detroit or in Michigan, y'all gotta go see my cousin. I'm telling you right now. You got she got a workout. I'm talking about I'm gonna call it a workout. What's the word I'm looking for? Movement. A health, man. She the truth. Karima Jenkins. Hey, cuz put your put the name of your put the name of your business in there. If y'all on Facebook, y'all can check her out. If you're not, she on Instagram too. I'm just forgetting the name right now. I don't understand why I'm doing that, but I'm happy. Thank you, cuz, for supporting me. And she got vocals so cold. She could sing like a bird. She could sing like a bird. Hey, so look, thank you for the help. Thank you for the cash apps. Just got a couple. Thank you so much. And we're just looking to be great, man, to help people be the best they could be. That's why I'm here. Lastly, make sure y'all run to YouTube and subscribe, please. Subscribe to the YouTube. TikTok, if y'all haven't, go to YouTube for me. Corey_Cofield. No, Corey Cofield, right? Yeah. Corey_Cofield. Go there for me and give us a quick follow. Because we're like I told you, next week, we're going to start filming like amazing content, amazing talks where I go really in depth like I did today about the subconscious mind. And see, this stuff right here is what needs to be taught. You know, I didn't know none of this stuff. I didn't know that your subconscious mind will dictate your life. All I knew was church scriptures. That stuff is good, but if you don't know the core behind everything, you running in a circle. And that's why you can go to any church right now and half the people in there broke and half of the people in there sick. Because having religion don't change your life. And that's why the Bible says people they know the power, but they deny it. They deny the power. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So this is the morning shift for Corey Cofield. I'll be here every single day. Some days, you know, some stuff come up, y'all, you know, and if you don't see me on, just keep me sending good energy my way. If some must have came up that day, but without making any excuses, I'm looking to be here every single day. whether one person show up or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. So again, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for watching, tuning into the live. And I'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. That's 8:30 in Michigan. That's 8:30 in Michigan. That's 7:30 Central Time in Houston. 5:30 California. 7:30 Houston. 8:30 in Michigan. I'll be right here. I love y'all. God day.